Hi, I'm Harry Morrow, Senior Investment Analyst at Loftus Peak. Welcome to Update Plus, a monthly recap of the big disruptive trends that are driving business and the portfolios we manage. What do many of the largest companies in the world have in common at the moment? They're all dramatically increasing their spend on AI data centers. Since the beginning of the year, expectations for CapEx in 2025 by Microsoft, Google, Amazon and Meta have increased from around $250 billion to over $350 billion. Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg highlighted plans to bring online a 5 gigawatt data center, the size of Manhattan, over several years. Back of the envelope math suggests this could cost as much as $250 billion, or about the same as New Zealand's annual GDP, from one company. Big tech is also spending big on talent. Meta acquired 49% of reinforcement machine learning specialist Scale AI and its founder for a whopping $15 billion. Adept, Inflection AI, Windsurf, and Character AI are other AI companies that have been subsumed by big tech through billion-dollar deals. Compute clearly isn't enough. Having the talent to ensure effective use of that compute remains crucial. So why is AI spending increasing so dramatically? While some are attributing this spend to fear of missing out, or FOMO, there is also evidence of significant increases to AI adoption. Microsoft and Google are seeing exponential growth in the number of tokens, the inputs and outputs of an LLM, being processed through their respective clouds, currently in the trillions per month. Meta also delivered a very impressive quarterly result due to its investments in AI. In the enterprise, there are a few solutions that stand out. Generative AI in coding and software development has exploded. Some tech-forward businesses are already seeing as much as 70 to 80% of their code as AI-assisted. Customer service and administrative functions also seem ripe for disruption. Amazon suggesting they won't increase their corporate headcount for the rest of the year. But what about the consumer? The way we search for information is clearly changing. I'm sure by now listeners will have experimented with one of the major models, be it Gemini, ChatGPT, or Claude. Commentators are quick to jump on Google as the loser in generative AI, but less appreciated is that these models are fundamentally changing the way the internet works. It has been reported that the ratio of LLM crawls to legitimate traffic is as high as 1,600 to 1 for OpenAI's ChatGPT and 71,000 to 1 for Anthropic's Claude. That is to say that websites are getting a single legitimate real user for every 1,000 crawls. For traditional search, this used to be a single-digit ratio. The problem? LLMs don't see ads. This has implications not just for the cooking blog you get your recipes from, but companies as large as Amazon that have built substantial advertising businesses over the years predicated on monetizing your engagement every time you search for a product on its platform. For now, businesses are applying AI to their existing business models and problems, mostly cost centers. But the more significant change will come when new problems are solved and entirely new business models emerge. This is to say that AI is still in its very early stages of development and application, but it will bring significant disruption to every industry and company, some of which might have been yesterday's winners. So how to position a portfolio to benefit? We continue to allocate more heavily to the tools, the picks and shovel semiconductor companies like NVIDIA and TSMC, and enablers, hyperscalers like Microsoft and Amazon, that are building out the capacity to serve and monetize the insatiable demand for AI at present. Meanwhile, we have a smaller allocation to the beneficiaries, where opportunities are still emerging. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Harry Morrow, and the next time you hear from me, I'll be on the ground at the heart of it all to ensure the strategy is well placed for what's to come. See you in Silicon Valley.